and then the wife says, you don't need me. I'm going. And you go and call police and say, no, go and stay at the gate. Don't let my wife go. That's what is going on. At a time that people are crying and say Nigeria must break up, some people are still behaving like there is nothing you guys can do. I mean, such arrogance. But as I said, I've read some history in my life, and I know history will not be kind to a lot of people. I know, look, by 2023, it would have been 30 years since we had the June 12th election in 1993. 30 years. Nigeria has suffered for 30 years because of the stupidity that we inflicted upon ourselves in 1993. Nigeria has not come out of it. And some people want us to continue with that madness. It means they don't know anything. So the same way they breathe down the necks of everybody, some people would like to tell them that they don't understand their country. And the pity of it is that they don't even understand their own people. They don't. I think, yes, I believe it's spiritual. God hardened the hearts of the pharaohs. I read about the pharaohs in the olden days. He who the gods want to destroy, they first make mad. Why would anybody not even read a simple history? In 1998-99, after the death of Abiola, there was an agreement that because of the crisis, we are going to allow the two dominant political parties to field two Yoruba candidates as compensation for what happened to Chief MKO Abiola. And that is why President Olusegun Obasanjo emerged after a contest with his fellow Yoruba man, Chief Oluyemisi Falaye. Any serious leader today knows that the South is very angry and bitter because of this kind of arrogance. What do you expect them to do? I expected the leaders yesterday to meet to say, in view of the agitation for the breakup of Nigeria, we want to assure you that we are equal partners in progress, that the Yoruba, the Igbo, the South, and everybody, we are willing as leaders to concede power to the South. Go and determine amongst the three regions in the South. Let PDP produce a Southern candidate. Let APC produce a Southern candidate. So that Nigerians can live in peace and we can all have progress. If there is no peace in the South, I don't know why the North feels there will be peace in the North, when the economic power base of Nigeria is in the South. Everything, if you like, you can make your pipes to go to the North from Niger Delta, but the deposit is still in Niger Delta. Whether you want gas, you want oil, you want whatever you want, is still there. So that's what I expected reasonable people to say. And that this happened in the past, over 20 years ago, when we had the June 12th crisis, and we should all learn from our past. So we are appealing to our colleagues. Imagine that some of the front leaders against this kind of nonsense are members of the ruling party. If you look at Governor Akeredolu of Ondo State, he is one man I know who loves President Buhari to bits. He respects the president. For him to be so angry and talk the way he's talking, what do you expect his colleagues to do? I expect them to call Sanwo-Olu in Lagos, call Aketi, call Fayemi, chairman of the Governors Forum, call all of them. I'm sure they must have been very embarrassed by what these northern governors did yesterday. When people are angry, you don't pour petrol into fire. You pacify them. You show them some respect. But these guys, I know their strategy. They know they have failed their people. And when you have failed your people, you must look for scapegoats. So what they are saying now is that we are holding power in trust for our people. But what have they done with the power? The shamelessness of it is that when you have failed, you should apologize to your people. The North is suffering more than the South. Today, that is confirmed. The North is suffering more than the South. So do you think if there is an election today that some people in the North want to continue to live with this nonsense? Do you think some people in the North are happy? I know, yes, of course, there will be a few people who are benefiting from the madness. They will support any leader. But I know that a lot of people in the North today are uncomfortable with the leadership that they have. But this leadership now wants to pretend that our people want us to continue. It's a big shame. And that's why this afternoon, when I had a little time, I decided to come on air and let them know that nobody has a monopoly of smart. They think they are smart. Is a lie. They are dodging their responsibilities. Their responsibility is to provide security of lives and property for their people. And this, they have not done. The North has failed to protect their people. The North has failed to give them peace, to give them good economy. So what is all this shakara about? They should beg the southern governors to come and help them. I am telling them now, they should beg the southern governors who are outperforming them to come and bail them out of the mess in which they have put themselves and their people. They refused to educate their children. They refused to provide jobs for them. They refused to provide security for them. And all they can do is to grandstand on radio and television and say they are in charge. In charge of what? If nobody is telling them the truth, let them hear it today. The level of poverty in the North is so crazy. If they were in charge, so why have they not been able? Every day they will say they are fighting bandits. How do you fight something that you created yourself? I want to say that my solidarity is with the good people of the North. I have nothing against Northerners. My message is to their leaders who use them as cannon fodders. They use them. They use Northerners. This is one of the reasons why all the Almajiri projects that President Jonathan erected, they could not continue because they want these people to wallow in ignorance and in poverty so that they can control, to brainwash them and manipulate them.